In the summer of 1954, a man arrives at Tokyo's Haneda airport on a routine international flight. Nothing about him draws attention. He is well-dressed, calm, carrying valid-looking documents. At passport control, the officer opens his passport. Everything appears normal, until he reads the country of issue. Taured. The officer pauses, turns the passport over. The paper feels right. The stamp looks official. The wear suggests it has been used before, but the country does not exist. The man notices the hesitation. He frowns as if someone has just misread his name. He says he is in Japan on business. Says he has traveled here before. Says he does not understand the problem. The man is asked to explain. He does not hesitate. Taured has existed for over 1,000 years, he says. He points to a map, to the border between France and Spain. Here. But on the map, there is only Andorra. The room goes quiet. The man studies the map, slowly shakes his head. He appears genuinely confused, as if the map itself is wrong, as if reality has shifted. Police detain him in a hotel room while they investigate. High floor, no balcony. 2 guards outside the door. The next morning, they open the door. The room is empty. The man is gone. His luggage is gone. And inside the police station's secure safe, his passport has vanished into thin air. The man from Taured. The ultimate proof of parallel universes. The police tear the room apart. They check under the bed, behind the mirrors, up the chimney. Nothing. The window is inspected. No ledge, no drain pipe, just a sheer, fatal drop to the street below. The dust on the sill is undisturbed. The guards swear under oath no one came out. The door never opened. Panic sets in. The lead detective rushes back to the station. He needs the passport, the physical proof that this man existed. He unlocks the safe. His hands are shaking. Empty. The passport, the visa forms, the confiscation report, gone. As if the ink simply evaporated from the paper. But the investigation doesn't stop. It gets stranger. The police start making calls. They have the man's business card. He claimed to work for a massive international conglomerate. They call the Tokyo branch. The company exists. But when asked about the man, the director on the other end pauses. "We have no employee by that name," he says. "And we never have." They call the hotel he claimed to have a reservation with. The hotel exists. The reservation does not. They check the bank stated on his checkbook. The bank exists, but the account number implies a branch that was never built. Every single thread leads to a dead end, or rather, a ghost end. The man knew details about the city that only a local would know. He knew the exchange rates. He knew the transit system. He fit perfectly into the world, except for the fact that the world had no record of him. For the Japanese police, this is a nightmare. A foreign national has penetrated their borders, mocked their security, and vanished without a footprint. They launch a manhunt. They comb every street in Tokyo. They check the harbors, the train stations. Weeks pass. No one matches his description. No one reports a missing person. The man from Taured didn't just escape custody. It was as if he walked out of the hotel room and stepped back into the reality he came from, leaving the police with nothing but a memory of a country that isn't there. So, what are we left with? A puzzle that logic cannot solve. A man whose mere existence proves that our universe is fragile, porous, that Taured is real, just not here. For decades, this has been the accepted conclusion. The man from Taured is the smoking gun, the definitive proof of a glitch in the Matrix, a ghost story that history cannot explain away. Or, at least, that's what the internet wants you to believe. Because while the legend says the man vanished into thin air, the archives tell a different story. He didn't vanish. He didn't melt through the walls. And he wasn't a time traveler from 1954. His name was John Zegrus. The year was 1959. And the truth isn't about magic. It's about the greatest con ever pulled on the internet. John Zegrus didn't arrive in 1954. He landed in 1959. He didn't travel from a mystical European kingdom. He flew in from Taipei. And that perfect passport that baffled authorities? It was a handmade mess. It was the size of a weekly magazine. The country wasn't Taured. It was Taured. And according to Zegrus, it wasn't in Europe. It was in Africa, south of the Sahara. The mystery isn't, how did he exist? The mystery is, how did he get away with it for so long? Zegrus had stamped that fake passport all over the world. He conned border control in the Middle East, in Sudan, in Thailand. He wasn't a dimensional traveler. He was a professional liar with unmatched confidence. And the vanishing act from the hotel? It never happened. That part of the story was invented years later to sell books. In reality, the Japanese police didn't lose him. They nailed him. He was arrested for illegal entry and fraud.
Clerical error, I assure you.
The trial took place in the Tokyo District Court in August 1960. Zegrus wasn't a confused, lonely traveler. He was a career criminal on an international crime spree. And he wasn't alone. He was traveling with his wife, a Korean national. Their goal wasn't interdimensional exploration. It was cash. Zegrus walked into Japanese banks and cashed counterfeit checks totaling over 200,000 yen. That's serious money for 1960. To pull this off, he invented a persona. He told the police he was a colonel in Ethiopian intelligence. He claimed to be a diplomat, a VIP who shouldn't be touched. The passport was just a prop. The language inside wasn't from a lost dimension. It was a made-up mix of broken Latin and gibberish, designed to confuse bank tellers just long enough to take the money and run. He was arrogant. He was loud. He thought he was smarter than the entire Japanese legal system. But when the judge read the verdict, the arrogance evaporated. And this is where the fun ghost story turns into a dark tragedy. When the interpreter told Zegrus he was sentenced to 1 year in prison, the man from Taured didn't disappear into a mist. He snapped. He stood up and screamed, "I'm going to kill myself!" He pulled out a piece of broken glass he had secretly concealed in his mouth. He slashed his arms open right there in the courtroom. Blood on the floor, panic in the gallery. He was rushed to a hospital. He survived. He served his time. He was deported to Hong Kong. And then he truly did disappear from history. So how did a suicidal con artist named Zegrus become the magical man from Taured? Simple, a spelling error. In the 1980s, a book on the paranormal mentioned the case but misspelled Taured as Taured. It confused the dates. It added the locked room mystery to spice it up. The internet took that broken version of the story and ran with it. We ignored the real John Zegrus because the truth was too ugly. We didn't want a desperate criminal with a fake passport. We wanted a miracle. The man from Taured proves one thing. We are so desperate to escape our reality that we will rewrite history just to pretend there's a way out. But the borders of reality are solid, and usually the only thing glitching is us.
Wow.